Hello guys and welcome back. This is Mystery Truth. A revelation on the Cold War, USOs, and the mystery of the K-219 submarine incident. In October of 1986, the Soviet Navaga-class ballistic missile submarine K-219 was prowling through the waters of the North Atlantic, about 1,019 kilometers northeast of Bermuda, on a routine nuclear deterrence patrol. At the time, the Cold War was in full swing, and this was pretty normal procedure for the era, basically locking about to let the enemy know you were there. And since the K-219 was equipped with between 32 to 48 nuclear warheads and 16 R-27U liquid fuel missiles, you can be sure that the Americans got the message loud and clear. At around 5:30 Moscow time, seawater began inexplicably leaking into missile silo 6, and not long after this, chaos would erupt aboard the K-219 and turn into a great mystery that has become part of the lore of the Bermuda Triangle. As the leak continued, efforts were made to fix the situation. The alarm was sounded and measures were made, which included hermetically sealing all compartments. However, it was too late. At 5:38, an explosion occurred in missile tube number 6, killing 2 men outright and a third when toxic fumes suffocated him. And it also ejected the missile and its warheads into the sea. Another man died while trying to shut off the submarine's engine reactor, which had oddly not turned off automatically, and the disaster would, in the end, claim 5 lives. K-219 was able to limp to the surface, where it was found that the side of the vessel had a deep groove, as if it had struck something underwater, and K-219's captain, second rank Igor Britanov, believed that it could have been the reason for the leak that had led to the explosion. The only problem was they were in the middle of nowhere and had not received any collision alarm. So what was going on here? The K-219's problems only continued from there. Considering that the submarine was basically dead in the water, it was towed by a Soviet freighter back towards their home port of Gazievo, a full 7,000 kilometers away. But the tow line broke and the order was given to an abandoned ship. The surviving crew were rescued and the metal behemoth sank down to the bottom of the Hatteras abyssal plain, coming to rest at a depth of about 6,000 meters in dark, freezing waters, and taking its full payload of nuclear warheads with it. Oddly, when an operation was later launched to investigate the wreck, it was found that all of the warheads were nowhere to be found, and the silo hatches were dangling open. Considering the loss of life, the sub, and the warheads, it was a pretty big deal, and there were immediately accusations flying as to what had caused the leak and explosion. The Soviets were very quick to lay the blame on the Americans. Their official stance was that the K-219 had collided with the American submarine USS Augusta, which was operating in the same general region at the time. However, both the captain of the USS Augusta and the captain of the K-219 denied this, and it was also found that the American sub was nowhere near them at the time of the incident. In fact, no US sub had been anywhere near them, and no American vessel had come in for repairs for any such underwater collision. So what had caused that gash on the sub? How had there been a leak in the silo, where such a thing should have been impossible? The Soviets would continue to hang on to the theory that it had to be It had to have been a collision with an American submarine and they fully charged Britanov with negligence, sabotage, and treason, although these charges were eventually dismissed. For years, the incident aboard the K-219 was a mystery, often debated and discussed, and considering its proximity to the infamous Bermuda Triangle at the time, you can be sure that, of course, some began turning to speculation, taking us into the world of the word. The main idea here is that it was, well, aliens. There will be numerous uncorroborated and unverified claims that subs and other vessels in the area had seen mysterious lights zipping about underwater, often called unidentified submerged objects or USOs, as well as a strange low frequency sound picked up on equipment that sounded like a quacking duck or a low croaking, appropriately called quakers. These sounds have been speculated as being anything from misidentified whale song to some sort of top secret sonar system to some geological phenomenon to alien transmissions, and apparently the K-219 picked up these sounds as well as shortly before its accident. In 2010, a former Russian naval officer, a Captain Nikolai Tushin, came forward with a new piece of testimony in the incident. According to him, at the time of the incident, Tushin was part of a group of specialists of the Soviet Navy tasked with the admission of nuclear submarines built in Severodvinsk and self-marched to the fleet. And so he had his finger on the pulse of pretty much everything that happened with the submarines, including every accident and incident. According to him, the K-219 had picked up not only one of the unidentified quaker noises, but had also tracked a mysterious moving underwater object on its radar. He had allegedly kept this information classified for decades, but came forward with it when he figured that there would be no repercussions. He would speak to Russian researcher Dmitry Sudakov, who would say all of this on the site Pravda. Then we ask today, what was going on here? Was the K-29 sunk by a mysterious force? Is there any truth to this at all? As of now, the whole incident has been sort of brushed over and forgotten, with many ideas put forward. Was this just a technical malfunction, a collision with an American sub, sabotage, or something else? Perhaps something more otherworldly. By the way, where did the nukes go? Do you have them? I know I don't, but I sure wish I knew who did. It is a rather obscure account from the Cold War era, to be sure, and the answers have not been coming in. Perhaps time will tell. Wow, what a mysterious news. So guys, if you have anything to say concerning this, if you have any idea, drop your comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.